The magnificent Mount Taranaki that stands like a protective mother over the province of the same name and the city of New Plymouth, now voted New Zealand's top town, according to the latest edition of North and South magazine. It certainly has been a beautiful couple of days here in Taranaki as we welcome you to Yarrow Stadium, the bread bin for the All Golds versus New Zealand Maori. An important game for both these sides. The All Golds, a shadow Kiwi side, and New Zealand Maori playing the curtain raiser to the opening ceremony and the big game on October 25 at the Sydney Football Stadium, which will kick off the World Cup. Ben Mutlino, one of the young guns of the Warriors' new year, but this is about an old boy today, a wonderful servant of the game. He's with Peter right now.
Ruben, I couldn't think of a greater way to pay something back to a gentleman like yourself.
Yeah, because it's a great event. You come down to the Naki and New Zealand Maoris are celebrating 100 years of rugby league, and as the All Golds is the centenary year for the All Golds as well. So, you know, a great occasion, and looking forward to the game, mate.
You're looking forward to the game, and you've had more farewells. Is this the last one?
Yeah, last one on New Zealand soil also. So, got to go out with a bang, mate, and really enjoy the occasion. I've got bring some of the old boys back, Stacey Jones, Frank Endicott, and Quinton Pongia. I think Q was getting itchy to play today, so you never know what will happen today.
Well, it's a fine day to play footy.
It's a great day for footy, so hopefully all of the Naki get out and support this great cause.
It is a beautiful day, and the crowd has been coming in since the gates opened about an hour ago here at Yarrow Stadium. New Zealand Maori line up a pretty strong side against the All Golds, with 8 regular first graders from the NRL involved, along with some young guns like Kevin Locke at the back, Jordan Rapana, Kenny Dowell, Chase Stanley, a late inclusion with Sherrington pulling out, Nightingale, Arana Taumata, Rangi Chase, also Willa Hauraki, Ben Ellis, Sam McKendry, Bronson Harrison off to Canberra next year. Wairangi Korpu will get his swan song game. Lee Tamari on the bench, Jared Kahu, Joseph Cahill, Chance Bunce, son of Frank, and Frank's in the crowd today, and James Tomo as well. They are coached by Luke Gooden, who is looking forward to that clash against the Indigenous 13.
Yeah, it's very important. It was important that being a New Zealand Maori team that we come and leave from home, and we knew this side of our first phase of the tour would be a cultural perspective. We need to really come back to our roots, and it's about working on our combinations today, and not a bad team to play against to work on them.
When you talk about combinations, no shortage of talent in both sides today.
Yeah, you're right. You know, we've got Benji, we've got AJ on our side, and Rangi and Thomas Lulawai, and you're throwing a couple of old heads of Stacey and Rubes there, mate. I hope the people get down here and really appreciate the quality of players we've got on show.
Excited?
Very, mate, to say the least.
Luke Goodwin, the New Zealand Maori coach, the former Canterbury Bulldog fullback, and inside the All Golds changing room, Stephen Kearney going through his final instructions. This is how they line up, the shadow Kiwi side. Hohire at the back, Perrott, Soliola, Inu, Vatuve, Marshall, Jones and Wiki, Luke, Kalis, Saar, Logan Swan, Farlongo on the bench, Eastwood, Fiend, Kidwell, Luluwai, and also Ivan Tumavavi were players on the bench as well. Coached by Stephen Kearney. Pete asked him, was he going to treat this like a festival this afternoon?
Yeah, well, it's got that element about it, but we... you know, we're treating it as it's a great opportunity for us in terms of our preparation for the World Cup, and that's certainly a great opportunity for us. But we understand we're honouring a very special member of our of the Kiwi Rugby League team in Rubes today. This, by all accounts, could possibly be his last match, and as I stressed to the players all week, this is the only opportunity that we have, to honour him, and the plan is to do that in the most appropriate manner with a good performance.
So it's all about the World Cup, which you will see every game, every moment, every tackle, exclusively live on Sky Sports starting October 25. Stephen Kearney, the Kiwis coach and All Golds coach. He's been assisted by Frank Endicott. Stephen McIver, Peter Ropati with the call. Pete, it's been a nice couple of days in this wonderful city of New Plymouth, hasn't it?
A wonderful couple of days, but it's certainly been a tough week for this man on screen right now. The back end of Storm being involved in last week's grand final. He came over for a couple of days, then had to go back for their debriefing session, and I would suggest he's a tired man at the moment. Big game ahead of him. Big game. Many talking about a festival. Well, Steve Kearney, well, he's got other ideas.
Lots of local Taranaki folk have come in here. It's a very strong area for rugby league, and it's just a perfect day for footy. The Yarrow Stadium, this is my first visit to this stadium. It is beautiful, Nick, down there.
Oh, it's wonderful, and it's certainly testament to the ground staff here, very protective of the ground. When we arrived, asking a number of people to actually get off, wanting to protect it for as long as they could. The curtain raiser was played on the number 2 ground, and it's just an absolute stunning part of the country, and understandably why it's been voted top town.
And that's and another reason why you're still a bit grumpy that you didn't get out. We went for a long walk / run / crawl to Fitzroy Beach along this magnificent waterfront here, and you just didn't bring your board, Pete.
No, I got it totally wrong, but these boards will not want to get it wrong, though, will they? That just highlights the importance of this match. Certainly, it's a great opportunity to contribute and pay back to the likes of Ruben Wicked, the contribution that he's made to the game of rugby league. But don't underestimate, likewise for these guys, they face up to the Indigenous Australian side in the curtain raiser to the main event. Richie Blackmore also part of it. It's been interesting when you talk about the culture of the New Zealand Maori team. They've involved so many of the former greats. Plenty of them around town at the moment, and the likes of Kevin Tamati, Howie Tamati.
And the interesting thing to note here, it'll be a bit like watching English Rugby League for a big event. Both teams will walk out side by side onto the ground, and they'll be greeted to almost like a welcoming haka. It's by Taranaki Rugby League called Mango Mango Taupo, led by Ray Riwiti, as both teams enter the ground. Ruben Wiki.
And not for the first time they've been together. They've been in camp together, which is very different as well. So many of them having breakfast alongside each other this morning. Spoke to Wairangi Kopu. He had breakfast with Logan Swan. Now they're about to come against each other.
A real sense of occasion. There's the man, 55 tests, 312 first grade games, and there's the little general. Never thought I'd get the chance to call a game with the little general. It's got a little bit of a, well, I got the old spine tingles going on. 46 tests for Stacey Jones, asked by Ruben Wiki to come back and be a part of this celebration afternoon. Stirring moment as members of the Taranaki Rugby League welcome both sides. And now for the national anthems, or national anthem, excuse me, by Aiden and Ash.
Triple star from the shafts of strife and war, make her praises heard afar. God defend New Zealand.
And now a moment of silence here at Yarrow Stadium as we remember those important to New Zealand Māori that have passed away recently. Jack Nucky, Joe Gwynn and Victor Yates.
Thank you.
So we're almost set to go in this All Golds game, and it will be two hakas. You'll see both hakas, one by the All Golds first. Both are the Kamate haka, but the New Zealand Maori haka, we are told, will be the far longer and more traditional one. But it'll be the All Golds led by Ruben first up. One challenge laid down by New Zealand Māori. Now it will be the All Golds chance led by the man in the middle, Ruben Wiki. If that doesn't get the blood racing, nothing will. Two tribes, one people, and ready to go to war at Yarrow Stadium in this all golds versus New Zealand Maori. Peter, I got to say, that tingle just went up my spine as soon as those huckers commenced. That was special.
Well, it was always going to be hard to match up to what the New Zealand Maori offered. But what a wonderful reply in the form of Ruben Wiki and his colleagues there this afternoon. It was a wonderful response. It's interesting also when you look at the likes of Isaac Luke, the hometown boy. He gets an opportunity to play in front of so many family and friends. Voted last night as one of the Taranaki Rugby League team of the century in the number 9 shirt. So a wonderful effort by him and a great occasion this afternoon to help contribute and give something back to the great Ruben Wiki.
Leon Williamson in charge, New Zealand's #1 referee here at Yarrow Stadium, set to go in the All Golds versus New Zealand Maori.
Right, gentlemen, time you run right. Time right.
Kristan Inu to kick off for the All Golds. First 10 minutes will be exciting to watch as we are underway in Taranaki. And straight away, Sam McKendry, the Penrith under-20 man, into it. Sean Kinidell, one-time Kiwi, now New Zealand Maori, could be on the fringe, Peter, some might say, of regaining a test jumper, but he'll have to have something special in his armoury this afternoon as they spin it wide early. New Zealand Maori, maybe with an early game plan to try and stretch the All Golds defences. Chase. They go to ground, numbers in the tackle. And Chase goes to the boot on tackle 4. Picked up by Manu Vatava. Yes, that is Manu. Sean hairdo now and ready for business. That being the World Cup and a strong performance this afternoon. Lance Holhire playing in the #1 shirt. And he'll want a big game as he rustles out a dummy half, Lance. With no Brent Webb available for the World Cup, he'll want to try and get a mortgage on that #1 shirt for the World Cup campaign as the Kiwi skipper Nathan Kalis charges down there in good field position already. Luke finds Ruben. And a misread, but it's gone backwards, so a little bit of luck going their way. Luke, Benji, and ball goes too high for Yosia Soliola, so turnover. Both sides obviously wanting to run this ball.
Well, speaking of Frank Endicott pre-match, what was very noticeable for him, and he's been part of the lineup this week. Perhaps not the biggest Kiwi side, but no denying plenty of speed, plenty of mobility, and we've seen a glimpse of it already with the likes of Lance O'Hire getting into the acting half. Isaac Luke looked to the little man, looked to the speed of the game. Plenty of the Kiwi side, the All Gold side, involved in finals football, so certainly well poised. The Maoris, on the other hand, while they've already shown their hand, something they need to fix, the last thing you want to do is be kicking the ball on full and allowing Manu Vatave at full flight to be able to return the ball.
So New Zealand Maori with the ball straight away. This is Liu Tamari out of the Bulldogs. Tokoroa born boy. Willa Hauraki hits it up strongly. About 45 out from their own line. Here's Rangi Chase running the show. Finds McKendry, they get the ball away. Here's McKendry. We're bang on halfway now. They play it on 4. Will they kick again? Yes, they do. Arana Taumata. He's been working with Matthew Johns because he's off to the Storm, and Matthew Johns, of course, is the Melbourne Storm backs coach and kicking coach, so he's looking forward to resurrecting his career as the All Golds through Sammy Perrott. And Sammy Perrott, he might also be an option for the #1 shirt for the Kiwis, playing on the wing this afternoon. David Kidwell in the 16 shirt, the South Sydney co-captain. Luke. Ruben Wiki just rumbles his way across the halfway line, looking for the quick play. Stacey Jones. Fa'alongo goes out wide to Inu. Inu's got Perrott out wide. Still going, but he's bundled and stopped well short, about 5 out from the line. All Golds on 4, looking for the quick play. Jones. Fa'alongo. Hohaya. With a kick in behind, who's waiting? Manu Vatava with the tip back, doesn't get it. Sean Kinidell picks it up, and they defuse that attack, the New Zealand Maori.
Interesting play. They were practicing that. The likes of Manu Vatava, Soialo, both of them spending a lot of time in the pre-game warm-up. One going to the air, looking to pat it down. And as we saw prior to the game as well, many of those occasions just not quite finding the accuracy.
The one thing that we did notice is they get a quick run away here through Jordan Rapana from the Gold Coast Titans. Poor play of the ball, is it? No, hands in it. And so the New Zealand Maori will get the first penalty of the match. Setamara Sa all over Jordan Rapana.
But look to the likes of Manu Vatuvei and Yasir Soilialo, the ballers. They'll see plenty of action this afternoon, and plenty of it will go in the air as well. Clumsy, they got away with that one though, the Māori side.
They did indeed. They'll start their set just under the halfway mark, about 45 out from their own line. Chase spins it wide quickly to Taumata. Great step, and Arana Taumata is through. He's got Wārangi Korpo on his right-hand side. He's run away from him. He's still going. Taumata bundled out. Great defence by the All Golds. But Taumata put the little step on and he was away.
And watched the reaction of David Kidwell, because he was the guy that he was able to evade. Thankfully, Lance Ohio was able to retrieve the situation. But David Kidwell, he was filthy with himself. He got up off the ground, banging it. Arana Taumata, we've seen on a number of occasions, the feet, good footwork. But Benji Marshall, David Kidwell, both involved, both coming up with their.
So good save by the Huntly Hurricane here at Yarrow Stadium. But what a dash by Arana Taumata, who says he would like to think he's a chance to make the Kiwi squad. But they have.
Well, it just highlights the importance of this match this afternoon. It may not happen for the World Cup now, but already we've seen in the last couple of weeks the number of changes, eligibility, all being thrown up in the air. Who knows what's going to fall?
You know, in many ways, I suppose you referenced the Tongan situation. They're losing the likes of Tuiaki and Moi Moi.
For now,
and I hope it is just for now and that they are allowed to play. And Isaac Luke, slow play the ball. Kalis has Wiki on his left shoulder, looking for more action. Isaac Luke waiting, finds Benji Marshall, kicks on 4, pushing the New Zealand Māori deep. Has it gone too far? No, it hasn't. Kevin Locke, one of the real stars in the inaugural tour, comes in. Whoa, misses a high shot, a clip from Benji. Well, okay. Made their intentions clear. Good strong run by Jordan Rapana. Already impressed early. Here it is here. Watch. Benji comes in. I've got 3 tests, but I'm still the old boy. Benji saying to Kevin.
There was a sense about the way that this game started in the opening 5 minutes that there was a mutual respect. They were going in hard, they were committed. But there's something starting to turn up now. And there's a sense that the Māori side got a bit of a sniff. Taumata making a break. Hey, we can be in this game. It's not a foregone conclusion. Things are starting to change between the two sides.
No score, almost 7 minutes gone in the first half from Yarrow Stadium in Taranaki. This game important. Luke Goodwin and Chris Anderson, the former Kangaroos coach, Bulldogs coach, Sharks coach, and good Nick, Roosters coach. Spoke to him about his health. That's all good. And
did you say Storm?
And Storm coach, of course, took them to the premiership in '99. I said it must be nice to be back. He says, just walking in the change room, you never forget about the sniff. Ball to ground as they come wide again. That's Lee Tamati. Lee Tamati is through. All Golds have let him go. Looking for a quick play now on 2. They've got tackles up their sleeve. About 12 out the New Zealand Māori. Chase runs and guns. They come back inside. That's Bronson Harrison. He's let the ball away to Kevin Locke. Scrambling now defense from the All Golds. Only tackled 3. Chase. Taumata kicks. And Manu Vatuvei took an age to stop that. Is he going to get back and go? He's gone back and play. Big man with 3 around them, and Manu Vatuvei rescues them. And Benji brings out the step on the back of a forward pass. So a little bit of a shaky start by the All Golds.
Well, the shaky start is probably about individuals, and more importantly, the individuals that haven't been part of football for some time. And none more so than the number 7, Stacey. He got beat pretty bad down here on the left-hand side. Kidwell's been involved, Benji's been involved. Those are where the errors in the game are at the moment, particularly defensively, and understandably for Stacey. Been out of the game for so long. This is going to be tough. It'll be interesting to see how long he plays through on this one.
6 missed tackles by the All Golds. That's something they want to tidy up as New Zealand Māori come hunting again. Chase looks a step. Held up 10 out from the All Golds line. New Zealand Māori charging, looking to post first points. Willa Hauraki from Parramatta. He's a Dannevirke Tiger too, so he's a local lad looking to impress. Ben Ellis inside now. Maori going close through McKendry. Looks like he's called a penalty, double movement. So close. That should be a very early warning to the All Golds that New Zealand Maori are in this.
This will be interesting because at first glance he hits the knees, but it's there.
There's the double movement. Looked up, didn't work. Ruben Wiki down low. The elbow hit the deck. They'll play it 20 out. Wiki now. Met by the young boys. Maybe the Wikis of the future and the likes of Hauraki and McKendry. Kalis. 3 in the tackle. Kalis still going. Leg drive. Works his way just close to the 40-metre line. Luke. Jones out to Inu. Puts that little step on. Still going. Inu scragged down by Rangi Chase and also Jason Nightingale.
Nice little battle on this right-hand side. Inu's gone at Nightingale a couple of times.
Sedamata Sa now inside the New Zealand Maori. 40 out from the New Zealand Maori line. Luke finds Benji. Benji running the show. Finds the gap, Benji. Still going. Got Manu there. Manu Vatuvai still going. Is he going to go all the way? Vatuvai is in. Steamroller. Straight away. First points, All Golds.
Oh, it was on as soon as he got the ball in his hand. Shaven head. He looks bigger. He looks meaner minus the hair. And certainly not unlike Samson. He's still got plenty of strength and power as well. Manu Vatuvai at 25 metres out. Benji set it up. Nice footwork. He's been threatening all afternoon. Shifting across the face of it, ducking and diving. And with the ball in hand, he schemes better than none. There he goes. He's got inside decoys. They take a bit of attention. And it's right there, the last play. He just gave it to Manu Vatuvai. He straightened it up. And it was going to be no contest all the way through. How would you like to look at that?
Kevin Locke trying to stop a runaway Manu Vatuvai. Big man on small man. You know which is going to come out on top every time. Good try, well constructed. Benji Marshall saying in the papers that he is feeling the best he has in a long, long time and ready to play ball.
And there's a wonderful shot there in the yellow shirt. Quentin Ponga, pleased to be a little bit closer to home. He's been away for some time. Looking forward to 09, where he assists as fitness and conditioner trainer for Canberra Raiders. Quentin Ponga started with Ruben, and he'll be here as part of his last.
Isaac Luke, 22 out, right on the touchline. Strikes it cleanly, strikes it well. It was almost like a punt, but a 100% finish for the Manu Vatuvai try. 6-0 All Golds, New Zealand Maori. Here it is again. Benji Marshall taking the line on, and Manu Vatuvai just steaming his way down that touchline. Boom. Game over there.
Well, he was
look,
able to
commit.
No, stop it. He committed a lot of attention to Benji. Rapana particularly coming off his wing, and the minute he came off and they still had 20-odd metres to work in, it was a simple case of just being able to find the recipient in the form of Vatuvai. He did that exceptionally.
Frank Endicott, former Kiwis coach. Steve Kearney, current Kiwis coach. Kevin Locke restarts for New Zealand Maori, trailing by 6. Nathan Kalis winding up to meet the defensive line of New Zealand Maori. Stopped about 18 out from the All Golds line. Looking for a quick play, Lance Hohaya. Wiki looking for plenty of work. Isaac Luke, little dart at a dummy half, comes back inside to David Fa'alongo. Doesn't make too many metres. Luke finds Benji. Benji Marshall extremely involved and taking responsibility to run this All Gold side around. Kevin Locke met by a vicious defence.
And understandably, the game plan would be to find Benji as the go-to. Allow Stacey the occasion to enjoy without being called upon to take on too much responsibility. He'll come in and out of the game.
Chase Stanley wasn't originally named for New Zealand Maori, just banged on his back by Nathan Kalis. Anthony Cherrington dropped out and Chase Stanley came back in. Taumata shake to kick and caught 40 metres out from the New Zealand Maori line. Korpu. Good defence by the All Golds. Bronson Harrison now. It's 5 and last for New Zealand Maori. They're going to have to do something. Nightingale's waiting, and that's not the perfect way to execute your fifth tackle. Jason Nightingale, of course, just the one test for him, the centenary test. Here it is here. Just boom, Sam McKendry. Stacey Jones following up with those,
well, he was looking forward to
eyes.
He was looking forward to a foot race up against Jason Nightingale. Match it with him any day.
Well, we saw Stacey, I think a couple of weeks ago on prime time, was it? And his little chest had blown up. He was working hard for this. Here's Quentin Pongia. Great Kiwi, fantastic Raider, going back to the Raiders, as you say, Peter, in 09.
Not bad shape either, is he?
Oh, those Pongias keep in good shape. Isaac Luke just jinks his way through a scrambling defensive line. He needs 4 of them to try and slow him down. They're making easy meters, the All Golds.
I think Q's a better looking one, though.
Yeah, I think Brendan would say something about that, but we'll leave that alone. We'll be reading texts in a minute. Stacey Jones finds Hohaya. Hohaya runs to the line. Sammy Perry, has he got space? Goes back inside. Forward pass called. That battle with Jason Nightingale is turning into a real treat down this touchline.
Well, the pleasing part at the moment is they're being persistent and they're slowly working their game in. The likes of Sammy Perrott, Jason Nightingale. Nice little matchup. Good lead-up work there, Lance Hohaya, being able to take it long enough, draw, find the pass.
First change coming for New Zealand Maori. We are working on a 16 interchange system this afternoon. Everybody at a 5-man bench. Chase Stanley hits it up, met by a wall of black, including Lucia Soliola, as Jason Nightingale tries to get away, but is met by Nathan Kalis and Soliola again. Kalis finds Taumata. Taumata constantly looking to use that step to try and break the line as he did early in the game.
What was interesting then, we started to see the hand starting to search out, looking to release the ball. So not only able to use his feet, but also the ability to good service, good pass.
James Tomo with his first touch of the ball. Very special day for Tomo because his hero, in fact, is Ruben Wiki, so he gets a chance to play against him as Lance Hohaya lets the ball go behind him. And New Zealand Maori's kick chase is pretty strong too. Willa Hauraki in there with Lee Tamari. Sammy Perrott. 25 out from their line. Manu Vatuve. They used him in a head-up role in the final series really well. The New Zealand Warriors. Gone backwards, comes off Ruben's shoulder. Wasn't expecting the ball, but a little leniency there maybe for the old fella.
And that's the best way to tidy it up when it just goes a little messy. Just tuck it on your arm, get it going, and then find someone equally as competent in Stacey Jones to put a nice little boot down the other end as well and put a chase behind it.
Kevin Locke spins it wide quickly to Jason Nightingale, who puts a step on and is met again by the all-gold defensive line. Stacey Jones, you'd be loving this. Kenny Dow, big Roosters wing. He is a biggie who just pushes Benji off with the big left paw. Not blowing too hard, Stacey, that's a good sign. Wairangi Korpu, 159 NRL matches, yet to find a club. The Storm have been sniffing. Chase goes wide, finds Stanley. Stanley had Nightingale dumped on his back by Sam Perrott. Nightingale had a clear air. Taumata looking to run again. Pushes off Benji. Says, take that. Wanting to work the ball. They're on 4. They've got one up their sleeve. Tamari. There he goes. Backs in. Look to offload. They're on their last. Ball comes loose. They'll get another set. Benji Marshall. Got palmed off, Pete.
So there's a battle on this side. Perrott. Chase Stanley. Nice.
New Zealand Maori on attack now. Almost 19 minutes gone. They'll start this about 18 out from the All Golds line. Taumata finds Chase. Strong running Kevin Locke. Put a little step on. Offload. Chase is still going. Chase doing the runaround. Finds the other Chase, this time Stanley. It's chase to chase.
Questionable there.
They're still alive. That's Hauraki. Finally, they put this one down. Ellis, good strong run. Here come New Zealand Maori, just setting themselves up. Ellis. Chase. James Tamo is still about 5 out from the All Golds line. Ellis finds Taumata. Puts a little kick in for Kenny Dowell. Kenny Dowell scores. Or does he? Mr. Williamson goes up top to the video referee, who is Dave Pakiato. Just checking for onside.
Well, he promised that there'd be no shortage of opportunities thrown up to Dave Pakieto's way this afternoon. Leon Williamson speaking to him pre-game. He was fair giving it to his video ref this afternoon.
Wanting to check the onside is Arana Taumata does the old look away and then puts toe to ball. Here it is, watch it here. Well onside, because there is Kenny Dowell.
There's no problem with that at all. So now you'll look,
none
you'll
whatsoever.
go a bit further and just check the grounding now.
All good, one would say, and maybe New Zealand Maori, we can confirm, have posted first points.
And again, you'd expect a green light to come out of this one. And the instigator, who's certainly been the biggest threat this afternoon for the Maori side, has been Arana Taumata, and just as you expected, awarded the 4 points to the New Zealand Maori. Taumata, constant threat, either running or now, as we've seen over the last 5 or so minutes, starting to use his service with the ball. And this was wonderful here. He held it up long enough. He could have actually even found a pass on Sean Kenny Dowell, running a good line, but opted to go to ground. Well anticipated and well completed at the back end of it. Nice little tussle there between him and Benji this afternoon. A lot of one-on-one battles. Luke Goodwin talked about it pre-game. We've got it with Nightingale and Parrott. We've also got it into the halves as well in the form of Benji Marshall up against Taumata.
Kevin Locke, he scored 236 points for the Junior Warriors this year. He's pretty handy with the boot. He's about 18 out and about 20 in. Strikes it sweetly, and we're all locked up in Taranaki. It's 6-all. Somehow I think the word festival's gone out of this game.
Well, the crowd are wanting a little bit more of that because they're quite a quiet audience here at the moment. But every time Taumata gets his hand on the balls, they stand. Something is on offering, and he hasn't disappointed so far. They want a bit more of it. He's a monster of a man as well, Sean Kenny Dowell. You talk about Manu Vatuvei being big. Soliolo's big, but Sean Kenny Dowell certainly doesn't lack size.
Krishnan Inu restarts for the All Golds. 6-all, 20 gone in the first half of this match to celebrate 100 years of rugby league and also Maori rugby league, and also a special final farewell to Ruben Wiki in this last match on New Zealand soil. Kenny Dowell hits it up. They'll play at 18 out from the New Zealand Maori line. Again, New Zealand Maori come wide. Rangi chase. Sam Parrott's come in and is bumped off by Willa Hauraki. They have numbers to the left as well. Looking for a quick play, Ellis.
And that's where I'd be targeting the right-hand side of the All Golds. Take it down at Inu, Stacey, and Parrott. Work them over.
Lance O'Hire sizes up his options. He's got former teammate Wairangi Corporal eyeing him up, and they've stopped him. 30 out from the All Golds line. Manu Vatuvei, first try scorer in this match. Plays it just on 40. Kalis off to Fa'alongo. Fa'alongo gets the All Golds over halfway. Nathan Feen now on for the All Golds, recalled after the 2006 Granny Gate affair, and will certainly offer the Kiwis plenty in the World Cup. All the little men for the Kiwis this year, specialists in their positions. That could be a huge bonus going forward. Ivan Tuamavavi there as well in the 18 shirt for the All Golds. Pulled up late, but that gives Sammy Rapira a chance to have a breather.
And right on cue when you need a little bit of speed out of the acting half. Intro, Nathan Feen.
O'Hire goes to the air on 5. The chase by Inu's up. And is there a try? Well, Mr. Williamson's going to go upstairs again.
Well, there's no denying at first glance that the ball certainly remained in the end goal. It all went backwards. First by Nightingale, and then it was rebounded again.
So we're going to see if Seta Marasar has scored this try after Nightingale was unable to take hold of this ball. Here it is again on 5.
This was well placed. Good position. They all look on side.
Maybe Cristian Inu could have been offside. Looked like a step and a half ahead. He goes up for the ball with Nightingale. There's absolutely...
Well, definitely coming off Jason Nightingale, so it's not a knock on there by Inu. Nightingale's got the ball. He's still in the field of play.
And then Seta Marasar just leaps on it and says, I'll have that.
So the only question here is whether, well, at the moment they're still going as to who's the last to touch it. And I would suggest Nightingale's hands.
Or was it knocked forward by Cristian Inu if his hands did in fact touch the ball?
No, I don't think they did. In which case everything's alive at this point.
Well, they're now looking at the grounding. One would suggest maybe then we've got a try.
Yeah, oh, so they're still going back, still unsure.
Well, you can make your own decision at home on this one, as you have done through the whole NRL season, but it's up to the video ref, Dave Paquito, to decide. The ball is still alive there. Did it go out? No. And then Seta Marasar puts it down.
I would say a try.
No, Mr. Paquito is asking for more from our director.
I knew I should have lent him my glasses.
And there. So let's have a look.
Try, gentlemen.
Try. There you go. Seta Marasar has scored for the All Golds after all that. 10-6, kick to come.
And all the good lead up. It started on the back of a Nathan Fiend coming out of the acting half. He got some good yards, quick meters. Had a retreating defensive line going back. And then Lance Ohio stepped in and well placed. Enough height on it to allow the chasing team to get in behind it. The likes of Inu putting pressure on Nightingale. And that's the key to it, putting pressure on the recipient of the ball. It's always going to favour the chasing team. They've got the momentum, the anticipation, and then Seta Marasar on hand to finish it off.
Seta Marasar, the Rooster, gets a try for the All Golds. This time Cristian Inu will convert from the right-hand side as he's about 18 out, 15 in. Let's see if the smile comes back. Here it is. Trademark smile from Cristian Inu. Strikes it well and strikes it good. All good for the All Golds right now, 12-6. Here it is again. Lance Ohio goes to the air by Inu. And Seta Marasar cleans up the scraps. Stacey Jones has come off. He's silent. Hello, Stace.
How are you guys? All right?
Well, we're more concerned. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm all right, actually. They started targeting me a bit there in defence, so Steve gave me rest, but I thought I was going to come off after 10, but I hung in there till 20, so pretty happy with that.
Stacey, it takes a while to get back in, a bit shorter pace.
Oh, yeah, definitely. As you can see up there, they started targeting me in defence and getting on my outside. I was lucky that Sammy Perrott was there to help me out, so I know it's pretty good.
What about Arana Taumata? Hasn't he got some good footwork?
Yeah, no, definitely. We spoke about that before the game. No show and goes on him, and he certainly is putting some dents in our defence, that's for sure. So Steve Kearney will be certainly making a point of that at half-time.
Is that it for you?
Oh, look, I'm not too sure. I'd see what the coach wants to do, but I guess if the game's in the balance, that may be it.
Well, I'd like to see you out there again. What's it like being back in the change room? Must be a nice feeling.
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic to be involved in this game for our mate Rubes and that, and you know, it was a pleasure to come back and play.
No, always good to have you around, Stace.
Cheers, guys. Okay.
Stacey Jones, 46 tests for the Kiwis. Wasn't blowing that well, hard too. That's all right as the New Zealand Maori. Now if the ball is Wairangi Kopu, picks it up, hands off to Kenny Dowell. You were going to say something, Pete?
No, I was only going to say he was blowing a lot less than you were this morning. But you did a good effort to go 8 kilometres, albeit it was a walk.
Thank you, Peter.
Come on, you jumping forward.
James Tamo hits it up for New Zealand Maori. Will want to stay in this game. It's only 12-6. It's only one converted try as they play this one about 45 out from their line, straight down the throat of Lance Hohaya. One thing that's been noticeable already with Benji Marshall and Lance Hohaya in this game, their kicking game is pretty strong right now, the All Golds. We obviously have to refer that forward to the Kiwis for the World Cup.
Well, there's plenty that are capable of being able to kick the football and control where they want to play the game. But looking forward to Thomas Luluwai coming into the game as well. Out of all the players practicing their kicking plays pre-game, he was the one that was the most impressive in terms of accuracy. He was constantly 100%. The recipient never had to move off the mark. He found his mark every time.
Ivan Tumavavi busts tackle after tackle. There's Thomas Luluwai. He'll be looking forward to growing in this campaign for the World Cup. We know he's the favourite, number 7. Benji Marshall steps and straightens. Ball goes to ground.
Well, there's a nice little touch starting to come, though, isn't it? When you talk about the number 6 and Benji Marshall, he threatens. You've got Lance Hohaya, equally as impressive in the number 1 shirt, just sniffing off the shoulder. More to come.
New Zealand Maori now evade another All Golds raid. Jason Nightingale taking some of the pressure off his forwards, just calmly takes it up to about 18 out off their own line. Jordan Rapana, he's looked impressive every time he's touched the ball. Ben Matalino, former junior warrior, now senior warrior. What a year the youngster had. Ball goes back off Tomo to Kevin Locke. Kevin Locke steps, looks to offload. Stopped 40 out from New Zealand Maori line. Tackle 4. Rangi Chase just pushing the New Zealand Maori side around and beautifully positioned by Lance Hohaya. Steps 1, looks up, but gets Arana Taumata in his face. We'll play this about 35 out. Manu Vatuve bumps 1 and just dragged down by 3 New Zealand Maori defenders. Sam Perrott in at acting half, little dart out over halfway. Sam Perrott, he may be small, but he is very strong, the Rooster. Nathan Feen, Kalis. They spin it wide. Benji misses 1, misses 2. This is Sedamata side. He's got Chris Anino on his outside. Takes a bump from Hauraki, and they're running and gunning. Benji puts the step on. Benji's Marshall still going. He's got numbers to the race, still looking. Perrott monstered in a tackle. Short of the line now. Tackle 4, the All Golds. Benji steps, looks to go himself. Gets caught on his back, 5 and last. Strong defence by New Zealand Maori. Luluwai. Hohaya, they're running. Goes through the feet of Logan Swan. Picked up. Good defence by New Zealand Maori. Put pressure on the All Golds.
Well, that's the key to it. They certainly pushed off their line and just created the nuisance factor. But Benji Marshall, hasn't he got an afterburner? When he wants to put it on, he just puts a foot to the pedal, and all of a sudden he finds an extra metre of speed.
There's Sedamata Sa bumping off Wela Hauraki, and there's Benji Marshall. Looks at it, puts a little shimmy in the step on. And they're still going, looking to confuse the players. But one thing I think about Benji Marshall, people do know his trademark moves. They do know that little flick of the hand behind to get run by him because they know he's going to run.
Well, the only difficulty sometimes with the way that he plays the game of football, it becomes very difficult for those around him to anticipate. And it reminds me a little, I guess, of the young Pauls. Very creative, but also at times very individual.
Joseph Cahill plays the ball. 47 out from New Zealand Maori line. Rangi Chase finds Wela Hauraki in a dummy half now. There's Chance Bunce. Son to All Black Frank Bunce. Hasn't got a contract for next year. Is hoping certainly to impress maybe the North Queensland Cowboys, who have indicated some interest playing for the feeder club for the Sharkies. Taumata goes back inside to Tamo. Tamo's been busy since coming off the bench. Tackle 4, they're just inside All Golds territory. Chase, will he run or kick? He's running and still going there, dropping off him. There's Wela Hauraki, nice pickup. They've got numbers. Oh, Chance Bunce. Chance gone missing.
Well, how was that anticipated? You had the trainers on in the background, and he was just giving it to Hauraki. He was just on his case, on his shoulder, just stressing, stay with Chase, stay with Chase. Chase took it to the line, he stepped, he went right, and there he is, Hauraki on his left-hand side. So close.
Off the fingertips of Chance Bunce. That certainly would have just kept the All Golds honest. They're only leading by a converted try inside the last 10 in this first half. Ruben gets some time on the bench. 12-6, the All Golds lead New Zealand Maori. Manu Vatuve looking to offload. He'll take it. Sam Perrott again in at acting half. Gee, he's strong, Sam Perrott. Look at them all over him. Wairei Kupu trying to rip his head off. Fien finds Ivan Tuamavavi, spring in his step. Wiki about to come back on. Fien. Swan finds Benji, puts the step on, still running, still going Benji. Back inside to Vatuva. Will they stop him this time? Ball goes to ground. Yes, they do. And away come New Zealand Maori now. Great run here by Joseph Cahill.
You get the sense that this game can just explode, can't you? You can see both sides have got the armour, the ability to just break it open. And even on that occasion, Manu Vatuvei tackled 2, tackled 3. More often than not, Bronson Harrison looking to come on. He will also add a little bit more weight in there as well. Good footwork. But this game can blow up, and it can go either way.
New Zealand Maori on attack. James Tomo just straightens up, then offloads it with a flick out the back to Jordan Rapana. He looks around, steps, stops, beats Logan Swan, and then gets stopped just inside All Golds territory. Rangi Chase has been driving this New Zealand Maori side around beautifully. Big, strong hit on Kevin Proctor by Sedamata Saran. Ivan Tuamavavi. Lulawai back into the line. Chase. Inside ball. No looker. You got to love it. You got to love it.
You wanted the Benji flick. Well, you got the Rangi flick.
5 and last. Taumata will go to the air. Kenny Dow chasing. Bumps into Yosia Soliola, and Manu Vatuvei evades him comfortably. Bump in the spin.
Oh, let's go back and have a look at this, because this is stunning. This is no look flick.
Did you ever try that in your time, Pete? We were capable of doing that.
Well, you've got to get through the line first.
Big, strong run by Yosia Soliola. Had an interrupted year with injury for the Roosters, but now looking good. Ruben Wiki takes the All Golds over the halfway line and into New Zealand Maori territory.
Geez, he's earning his pay packet this afternoon, Ruben Wiki.
Fien. Tuamavavi. Still going Ivan. Stopped about 30 out from the New Zealand Maori line on 5. They go left or higher, in behind, looking to put some pressure on Kevin Locke. He's going to let it roll, and it'll come back out to the 20 for New Zealand Maori. I wonder when you talk about the game exploding, Peter, whether that will be of some concern, though, for Stephen Kearney. We know this is a shadow Kiwi side, but they'll want to start getting some things in place.
Well, yes, and they've got 80 minutes, and that's the luxury of this game. And it is a warm-up game, and it's a game that'll allow him. He always knew it was going to be about getting people back into the groove, getting them back into football mode, getting those, I guess, getting some sort of consistency, cohesion amongst them all, and they'll be better for it. The next game up against Tonga next week at Mount Smart Stadium, that will be hopefully an improvement. But I'd be very surprised if you got a 100% spot on after 80 minutes of football out of this one.
Rangi Chase able to offload. So is Nightingale. They've got a little bit of a chance out the side. Bronson Harrison running. There's the ball. He's found Chance Bunce. Now will he get it right? Almost trips over it. He's met head on by Lance Hohire. Good hands this time. Nightingale pushing Hohire off, looking to get a quick play, and gets the penalty. Good work by Nightingale. He's thinking.
Well, how close does that come to becoming a sin banner? But I guess maybe not on this event. But Bronson Harrison, nice touch. Nice touch.
Surprised many Tiger supporters by signing a 3-year deal to go to the Canberra Raiders next year.
He's found himself a team of the future.
New Zealand Maori on attack. Before the half, they want to tie this one up. Taumata with that step again. Inside to Tomo, who's looked good. Straight run. Inside the 10 now, New Zealand Maori. What have they got? Taumata's screaming for the ball. It comes left. Chase. And ball goes to ground off Bronson Harrison. So all that good work undone very quickly.
Makes it difficult when you're focusing on running your line and the accuracy of the pass is not there. Bronson Harrison having to go to the air, but wonderful foot. Good footwork. And this is a youngster that can play front row, back row. Nice touch to be able to do what Benji's been showing, what Taumata has been showing all afternoon. change of pace, and then unfortunately that last pass, the accuracy just making it a little bit more difficult to control.
Sam Perrett's been busy all evening, and it is early evening now, of course, heading towards 6 o'clock.
And the message coming out from Steve Kearney right now will be, let's just tidy this one up.
Too much. Too much.
Get a bit of a breather. Another penalty, this one in favour of the All Golds. Frank Endicott, former Kiwi coach, assisting Stephen Kearney. Hello, Frank.
Hello, how are you?
We're good, mate. This first 36-odd minutes, what have you drawn from it from the All Golds perspective?
Oh, well, we look at the lack of completion in our sets at the moment. Just trying to find themselves out there. They've been training all week. They've been in need of a game, and I think they look as though they're in need of the game.
And that's exactly it, though, Frank. And I'd imagine what you'd look for in the second half is perhaps a little bit more improvement leading into next week.
Oh, absolutely. They'll get a lot of good out of this game. In the game against Tonga next week, they'll go up another level, you guarantee it.
Just stay there for a moment, Frank, as the All Golds are on attack through Luluwai. Find Hohaya. Hohaya shapes the line and scores. Hohaya just spotted the gap and straight through. Nice work by the All Golds. They're in again.
Frank, you got to be happy with the form of Lance Hohaya in the #1 shirt, the back end of the season.
Well, he's just really continuing on what he's done all year for the Warriors. He's been very good today. He didn't just score that try, he saved a couple also with tackles.
And Thomas Luluwai, Benji Marshall, already we can see a combination that might just fire in this World Cup, Frank.
Yeah, well, Benji Marshall's impressed in training all week. You know, we couldn't believe how fit he is. He's really looking forward to this World Cup, and I think you'll see him go again up another level in the next couple of games.
All right, Frank, many thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon here.
Thank you very much.
Frank Endicott, the former Kiwis coach, commenting on how this week has been for the All Golds. Lance Hohaya scoring a critical try just before the half, because they only a converted try ahead, with Inu looking to add the extras.
Well, that's exactly what Frank Endicott was referring to about completions and about getting a result at the back end of it. Well, that's a perfect result. And it's a nice touch to come into the back end of this first 40.
Chrisan Inu, he's already had one successful conversion. Wanted to push this one further out to 18-6. Remember, he smiles before he converts. He says, I read somewhere that he does this for just to sort of try and upset the opposition fans, that he's very comfortable at where he's at. It sounds like it's come out of a psychology book, isn't it?
It's like Dr. Phil's talking to me.
Inu with the conversion. Strikes it well, strikes it straight and true. 18-6. The All Golds lead New Zealand to Maori. The director of football for New Zealand Maori is one-time Kangaroo coach Chris Anderson. Chris, thanks for giving us some time. What have you drawn out of this match from your side so far?
Oh, I think they've played some great footy. Actually, they've showed a little bit of inexperience at times, but they're a little bit outsized. But I think they're throwing the ball tremendously well. They're unlucky not to come up with a couple of more tries. So we're very pleased with them.
Chris, you were being a little harsh on Stacey Jones, starting to target him. They got rid of him for you?
No, we wouldn't do that.
Chris, your time back around rugby league, you enjoying it?
Yeah, I've enjoyed the week, actually. Yeah, not too much pressure, but it's been a bit of fun.
Well, we'll leave you to your job. Many thanks for your time, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon, Chris.
Thank you.
Chris Anderson, former Kangaroos coach, Storm coach, Roosters coach, Sharks coach, and a good bloke. And I asked him about his health, and it's all good. Half-time here at Yarrow Stadium, 18-6. The All Golds lead New Zealand Maori. Ruben is gold. Why not? We'll be back shortly to have a look at the half-time highlights and look forward to another great second 40. Mentoring chat too to Lance Hohaya and Thomas Luluwai as we take a look at the leader of the Kiwis come to the World Cup, Nathan Kalis, and his efforts in the first half. They go to
we got away from what we've been practicing all week, but the boys are still pretty upbeat. We're up against a classy outfit, and we hope to turn a couple of things around the second half.
Mate, they must take some confidence that they've been able to break the line, though.
Yeah, it does, mate. We've got quality players out wide and up the middle, and like I said, we're playing a test team, so they're taking a lot of confidence. I think they've actually surprised themselves a bit.
Luke, thanks for your time. Go and enjoy the second 40.
Thanks, boys.
Luke Goodwin, coach of New Zealand Maori, who trailed by 12, 18-6. Bronson Harrison. Stephen Kearney just putting the headset on. Steve, what did you get from the first half, mate? Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, it was a, I could see the lads are a bit rusty there, but There's a couple of areas where we thought we could improve, and certainly a couple of areas in you know, when we had the ball that we could look to maintain, which would really help us in the second half.
All right, thanks. I won't take any more of your time, Steve.
Thanks, guys.
All right, set to go for the second 40. All Golds, led by Ruben Wiki. 18-6 they lead. Referee Leon Williamson signals time on for the second 40. High and taken well as Ivan Tumavavi just shapes to the line and crashes through.
The Maori coach Luke Goodwin just reinforced. I had a quick chat to Tony Kemp as well at the halftime break, and he was pleasantly surprised with the Maori side. They certainly hung in there a little bit longer than many Peps thought they would. They're certainly making a contest of it.
And they'll start the second 40 again as Greg Eastwood, Leeds bound after the World Cup, takes his head up and plays it about 32 out. Wiki stopped in his tracks by James Tummo. I'm impressed by this James Tummo all afternoon, early evening, excuse me. Luluai gets the kick away and gets a shoulder for his efforts.
And that's what I'm looking forward to in the second half, is a little bit more time on the field. Thomas Luluai, Benji Marshall is the combination. That's what you're going to see a little bit more come World Cup time. Watch them build their game in the second half.
New Zealand Maori working through this set. Slow play by Jason Nightingale as Jordan Rapana. The two wingers combine, but don't go too far. Ellis finds Rangi Chase. Rangi Chase has impressed me this afternoon, Peter, the way he's driven this New Zealand Maori side about.
Well, you talk about
being kept in. Is that, are we talking 40-20 here? We are talking 40-20. Well, there's some early pressure from New Zealand Maori. Pinpoint kick by Rangi Chase.
Well, when we talk about a side that's contesting, they're staying in the game, and a lot of it is on the back of what Rangi Chase, Arana Taumata have got to offer. He's well within the 40 there. This is a wonderful kick, and even on the other end, he pinches every extra meter that he can out of that kick. Wonderful opportunity, well placed to be able to put a nice attacking play together. 6 up the sleeve.
New Zealand Maori almost scored first in the first half. Now they get a chance in the second half. About 12 out from the All Golds line. Can they construct another 4-pointer? Taumata finds Kenny Dowell but slips, but he gets up again. He's a big unit as Sean Kenny Dowell. He's being pushed backwards by Benji, but Benji once again has bounced off and he's still going.
Well, Benji take a big clap there because he certainly recognized the threat and he pushed off the line real quick and he shut it down.
Taumata inside to Tamo. Bumped by Soliola. They'll play the ball. They've lost some ground, about 20 out. Taumata. Chase. Shapes still going. They miss him. He keeps going. Back inside to Chase Stanley now. He straightens, gets them to about 11 out from the line. They're on tackle 3, the New Zealand Maori. Ellis finds Proctor. Taumata, runners everywhere. Waitangi Korpa almost drops it. He doesn't. They're about 6 out, but forward pass called. And Y is filthy. Not happy with the decision, but that's the way it is.
Our team. Come on, you know.
Yeah, some good lead-up work here. The structure to their attacking play. Taumata, the last one. Not quite sure where it is here. Leon Williamson. Yeah, understandably, Waitangi Korpa looking at him with strange eyes. But this is interesting now. When we talk about a very special moment down here in Taranaki Rugby League, he's not from the Naki, but he's certainly a very popular figure. Kevin Tamati, he's sideline. KT, how you doing, buddy?
Killer, mate. Kapai. Everything's great.
Mate, you enjoying the football? They're putting in a contest, the Maori side.
Yeah, we all expected they were always going to do that, but at the moment, we'd dearly love for them to be winning and the All Golds chasing. But that's the way it is at the moment.
And you're looking forward to the game up against the Indigenous Aboriginal side. That'll be a contest.
Hell yeah, it certainly ain't going to be easy. And these kids are showing today that they have the ability to step up to the plate. And they're going to need it too as well, because the Aborigines certainly aren't going to be easy.
Well, KT, thanks for your time, and hopefully you'll get the result at the back end of this game, buddy.
Yeah, mate. Thanks very much. Kia ora.
One of New Zealand's greats. 22 tests for Kevin Tamati in the black jersey. And certainly still strong in this great game of ours as we celebrate 100 years of rugby league and also Maori Rugby League. There's a wonderful book out, 100 Years of Maori League, done by John Coffey at the moment. If you get to a bookstore, beautifully crafted. And you really do learn a lot about the in fact, the 1908 All Maoris that went to Australia, and some of them were all golds, and it was just a fascinating story led by Opie Asher.
Well, we talk about, Luke Goodwin touched on in the pre-game about the importance of coming back here to their roots, to get an understanding of their culture as they looked to become part of the World Cup in the game up against the Indigenous Aboriginals. And when you involve people like KT around you, you couldn't ask for more.
New Zealand Māori with the ball on tackle 4. They're throwing it around again. I don't know if it's a sign of panic, but James Tomo again. 21 offloads so far, but one's gone Australian. Eastwood is just bullocking his way through the line. I'll tell you one thing, Pete, and I know this may sound a little bit rude, but Greg Eastwood's the one sort of guy that won't want to eat too many pies in England.
All I know is he plays good football.
He's a big
hey, let's not throw stones at glass houses.
Wiki now, he shapes, straightens. 18 out from the New Zealand Māori line, the All Golds on attack. Fiend finds Lulawai. Intercept was almost on, and the ball's gone to ground, so an ugly finish for the All Golds. They've got some work to do.
First line off Golds. Māori.
So New Zealand Māori get the ball. Here's how it all went wrong for them. Frank Endicott, the assistant to Stephen Kearney, did suggest that, you know, their completion rate is down. Thankfully, they've got another game, and it's not going to be an easy game against Tonga next Saturday at Mount Smart, is it?
And not a very happy Stephen Kearney, but he does recognise that it is pragmatic enough to put it into context that some haven't been involved for a while, but if nothing else, they just want to get through the completion, get the back end, but they get a chance.
Ball's gone to ground. Oh, the ball's gone to ground twice now. Zero tackle. Inu straightens. He's only about 5-6 out from the New Zealand Māori line. 18-6 they lead. 46.5 minutes gone. Wiki almost runs behind. Wiki held 3 out from the New Zealand Māori line. Fiend at acting half. Lulawai. Benji slips, straightens, gets up again, starts jumping and jinking. Eastwood, he'll go one way, straight to the line he will. Ball bounced, try not given. Hang on a minute, Mr. Williamson wants another look.
Well,
did he bounce this, and was it under control?
Well, we've seen him do it before. There's a lot of power in the back end there, and it just slams the ball into the ground. The bounce makes it look a little bit more reckless, and perhaps one that it's easy to assume that he has no control. But looking at this, I have no problem with that. The only question there is he short?
I'll say short now.
I'm with you.
Short. Trigon begging, one might suggest, for the All Golds. Take a closer look. Short. For mine, I wonder if Dave Paquito agrees with you and I, Peter.
But the lead up to that, just being able to straighten it up, and they've got to start to look to build their game.
He's come out here.
So no try given. Well, from one Tamati to another, this time Mr. Māori Rugby League, and another Kiwi great, Howie Tamati. Howie, thanks for giving us some time.
No problem.
Are you enjoying the atmosphere at the moment, what we're seeing out here on the field?
I really am. These young blokes our young Māori team is having a real good go. There's a lot more power and weight against us, and I think they're hanging in there really, really well. So I'm happy with the performances. A couple of areas early on in the second half put some pressure on ourselves, but they're going all right.
Howie, a special night last night, the naming of the Taranaki Rugby League team of the century. You were named as the number 9. Congratulations.
Thank you very much for that. It was a tremendous honour. Some great names in that team of the century, and very proud to be part of the Taranaki's history.
How are we looking forward to the World Cup and the Kiwis, and we're seeing sort of a shadow Kiwi side here. What are your hopes and aspirations, and do you think this team and the ones that aren't playing good enough to lift the cup?
I think we've got a good chance. This is an ideal preparation for our Kiwi boys, the World Cup squad. These young blokes are given the New Zealand Māori team are giving them a good blowout before the Test series. We're going against Tonga as well, so a couple of really good warm-up games will prepare them really, really well for the World Cup.
All right, Howie, thanks for your time, and by the way, thanks for letting us come to this wonderful part of the world.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to have you.
High almost breaks the line. Howie Tamati, convener of selectors for the Kiwis, and also Mr. Māori Rugby League. And High is still going. Manu Varavai again takes the ball from behind and just bunts ones off. It's almost like watching the Beast in WWE, just bouncing people around. Fiend. Back inside to Tuamavave. Tuamavave stopped 8 out from the New Zealand Maori line. Luke in at acting half. Fires it out to Fiend. He finds Luluwai. All the little men combining. Nice pick up from behind his back. Christian Inu, and he will score. Wonderful to watch.
And perhaps the best set by the Kiwi side so far in this game of football, with there on 50 minutes going. Started on the left-hand side, some good lead-up work. Lance Ohio posing the biggest threat. Manavatave getting involved in the physical battle, but then they shaped it up. They had some good on the right-hand side when they looked to go backwards again. But Lance Ohio's lead-up work was outstanding. Avoiding, staying alive. Interesting how much more confident, even in back play, watching him call the ball, direct, push people around, not content just to sit back and join him when required. This was the play I like. Lance Ohio, you get it there to Thomas. It could have gone to Kidwell. Kidwell ran the decoy. In the end, it found Inu. It could have gone to either. And that's what you like most about it, when they start to find that they can create options. They can create options for the ball player. He can select who he wants to give it to. On this occasion, it was Inu. Inu, the 4-point.
Unu nicely balanced to score that try, his first for the afternoon. We're back to Isaac Luke now kicking. About 18 out, 10 in. Strikes it sweetly once more. 24-6, the All Golds lead the New Zealand Maori at half-time. Kiwi skipper Nathan Kalis has given us a chance to join us. Nathan, how are you feeling right now, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Good opportunity to blow a few cobwebs out in the first half. We were a bit dusty with our ball control, but yeah, Steve wants us to work about the second half.
Mate, starting to see Thomas Luluwai come into the game. More of him, the game will be good for you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this game is all about getting some condition in our legs. And I think the more we control the ball, the better we'll go.
All right, Nathan, thanks for your time. Cheers. We'll see you in Auckland next week against Tonga.
Yep.
And that will be another tough one as well, as Ivan Tuamavave carries the ball up again. 2:30 Sky Sport 1 next Saturday, Mount Smart Stadium. Get your tickets now. That will be a barn burner. New Zealand versus Tonga. And when you look at the Tongan squad, despite the fact they've lost a couple, man, it's strong.
Well, start with the coaching staff as well. And when you consider the likes of Jimmy Dimmick, one of the best, and then you go to the personnel that he's got. When you talk about Fletty Mateo, Arwen Gutenbeil, plenty more. This will be a good contest. And as Howie suggests here, the ideal preparation for this side. So often we're seeing one-off test matches going a little underdone. You're seeing guys like Thomas Luluwai arrive from the UK, one game, 24 hours under their belt, and then called upon to play in a test match, as we saw in the Centennial Test. Well, very different occasion this time. So you'd like to think that it will set them up well.
5 and last. Fiend goes to the air for the All Golds. There's men with their eye on the ball, and they're still going. It's come back with Soliola. Was that forward? Yes, it was. Nathan Fiend wasn't able to get back on side for the pass, but nice effort by Soliola.
Well, we heard from Howie Tamati, and also in talking with Tony Kemp, that the physicality of this game, that certainly the Kiwi side are far bigger physically. It's starting to take its toll, and it's starting to wear the Māori side down.
Restart by New Zealand Māori, a bit of a false start. Wairanga Kopu, 22 out from their own line. And James Tamil, this 20-year-old front rower, certainly has impressed since coming onto the field. Sam McKendry back out there, the under-20 player from Penrith. He impressed in their debut season in the Toyota Cup. Chase finds Joseph Cahill out of the Roosters. He'll be stopped. 42 out from the New Zealand Māori line. 24-6, they go to the boot through Komart, who shoves it straight down the throat of Lance Ohio, who surveys his options, then puts the gas down. So many times you've seen Lance Ohio just take his time coming to the line and hit the little afterburners, and it catches people out. Vatuve, he'll carry the ball up and almost break the line. Look to offload, but there's men all over him in green and white of the New Zealand Māori colours. Luke. Fiend. Good strong run by Fa'alongo, who's back on the field. Luke again. Luluwai spinning it quickly to Kidwell. Come up on Inu, and Inu's away. He's not going anywhere except forward. Looks for the big wide pass and finds Sam Perrott. Try given. All Golds in again. Nice work by Christian Inu to find Sam Perrott.
And when you talk about physicality, the contest, Ruben, Benji Marshall just sorting out some adjustments, but when that physicality comes into play, and it started with Manu Vatuvei, you had Wairangi Korpu, you had them all caught up, so they're all in the middle. Then it's about shifting it wide, doing it as quickly as you can, as effectively as you can. Inu broke it. I thought he had it there. Bronson Harrison, I thought, was going to be able to get in between him and Parrott, but he did well to find his pass finding the mark that he wanted. But again, it all started with the Manu Vatuvei charge.
Tristan Inu with the final pass. Shade forward, it could have been. Not called by Leon Williamson. Sam Parrott, this tough little rooster, gets another 4-pointer for the All Golds.
And how different everything becomes when you start to control the football and you start to get through your set of 6. Takes it on a very different tone.
A bit more of a challenging conversion attempt for Isaac Luke. 23 out on the touchline, into the sun as it begins to set here in Taranaki. Looks good, but he's pulled that one left. But the All Golds have a sizable lead right now, 28-6. Benji Marshall silent. Hello, Benj.
How you going, boys?
How do you think your first half's gone, mate?
Oh, look, we're a bit rusty. A few of us haven't played for a while, so it's just good to get back on the field and get a bit of timing up.
Mate, you got a lot of options there when you look at coming out of the acting half and the speed. Lance, got Nathan, and now Thomas Lulaway on there as well.
Yeah, it's good, mate. We've got a good variety, got a lot of quick, fast blokes and a lot of big boys out wide, so I think we just keep playing through the middle and we'll do some damage.
And what about the opposition now? Arno Taumata, how good is his feet?
Yeah, they've been good, mate. They come out firing, and I think the fitness might be catching up on them now, but the boys are starting to put a few tries on, but they've been good, mate.
All right, Benj, thanks for your time. We'll see you for the Tongan game, and good luck for the World Cup.
Sweet, thanks, mate.
Benji Marshall, good bloke, and says he's in his feeling as best as he had in a long, long time. We've certainly seen him against this opposition today carve a few up, a few handling errors. I wouldn't say he'll walk away with a 100% tick, but blowing the cobwebs out as Fiend puts boot to ball.
I think when they run their eye over this game, the fact that what we're getting at the moment, and particularly what we're seeing in the last 10 minutes, that is perhaps what's going to bring the biggest smile, because it has been an improvement on the first 40, particularly the controlling of the football, being able to set themselves up, build some pressure, and find a result on the back end of it. So far, it's starting to go to plan, as perhaps Steve Kearney would have asked at half-time.
Nightingale carries the ball and then offloads to Big Sean Kenny Dowell. Those long loping strides as he attracts 2 defenders, including David Fa'alongo and Inu. New Zealand Maori just trying to work themselves out of their own half. They're coming up on tackle 4, still well inside their half. Little short ball. Finds Wella Hauraki. Looking for a quick play, not getting it. A little tired, maybe. Defense up on Arana Taumata, and it all goes behind them.
Well done, and applaud them for having a crack. That was 5th tackle. They're finding it a little bit tough getting out their own half, but the opportunity was there. And typical Maori rugby league style is have a crack. If it half presents itself, have a crack. It nearly came off. Jason Nightingale, he was the one that was looking to regather on the chip over.
And Wella Hauraki has just bumped Manu Vatuvei and forced a knock on. He's not happy with it. It was a good shoulder. Just take a look. Manu sizes him up, and Hauraki one under, and then boom.
And that's what KT and Howie would be enjoying right now. They know it was a battle coming into it. It was going to be tough. But if you finish it the way that they've always wanted, the way that they've always played the Māori Rugby League side.
Keeps them honest to the All Golds. Goes to get a lot tougher come World Cup time. Taumata feeds the scrum. 45 out from their own line. Ball goes behind. Finds Jared Kahu. Now here's another young talented player. The standoff for the Broncos Toyota Cup side.
And unfortunately end for their season so close. Beating the Warrior under 20s in the last minute, and they're just going down to Canberra also in similar style.
Running now. Rangi Chase finds some space inside All Gold territory now. They're only on tackle 3. Hauraki again. There's still fresh legs out there for the New Zealand Māori. They are not finished with. Cahill. Ball runs along the deck with Taumata. Picked up by Kahu. He'll play it. 32 out from the All Golds line on 5. What can they conjure up? It's left with Wairangi. He puts the ball to the deck, and it's picked up by his old teammate, but it's offload to Hohaya, and the Huntley Hurricane is away. Is he going to go all the way, though? Tomat is hunting him down, is it? Gets past one, gets past two, he's still going, Hohaya, yes he is!
No way, no way, Lance Hohaya. He is the most deceptive little man I think we have seen in the last 12 months. Every time you look at him, every time he plays the number one, you're looking for a fullback to be the kick return. You want to see the speed that you get out of the likes of Wade McKinnon, but he's got his own style. His style is one of deceptive. He is so underestimated, I guess, in terms of speed, but plenty of power, plenty of strength. Manu Vatuvei sets him, but it's Nightingale that comes first, becomes a foot race. He looks up, he sees Arana Taumata coming for him. No, it's Jordan Rapana coming at him. 1, 2, have a crack. Well done.
Lance Hohaya, his season goes from strength to strength in 2008. It comes off his former teammate Wairangi Korpu, and the little offload by Manu Vatuvei sets the Huntley Hurricane away. Sizing up his options, what shall I do? I'm not going to go straight, so I'm going to have to try this one. The little shimmy. Bounce one, bounce two. And it's away. Isaac Luke gets the successful conversion. And it was a fairly comfortable conversion. It was too. Here it is. 34 points to 6. Game certainly not running away from New Zealand Maori.
No, but it goes to show that if you don't end your set of 6 the way that you should, and on that occasion it was a kick that went astray. It found itself to Wairangi Korpu. Wairangi is not the go-to man when looking to put the last play option. Your last play options have got to be spot on. When are there make-dos, when it's about recovery, you get a kick that all of a sudden is a little ordinary, finds Manu Vatuvei, then all of a sudden a kick that shouldn't have happened, it goes a full length of the field. The difference often is how you finish your set.
The restart by Rangi Chase, and Nathan Kalis back on the field. The Kiwi skipper is just thumped to the deck by Sam McKendry and Willa Hodaki and Fa'alongo.
He's enjoying himself out there, Hodaki, isn't he?
Having a young man. The game. Isaac Luke out of dummy half, sides the option and busts straight through and still going. He's got Greg Eastwood on his right. Can he find his support players? He's still going and stopped. 22R from the New Zealand Maori line. The All Golds wanting to run riot now. Fiend finds Hohaya, the try score. Ball to the feet of Manu Vatuvei. A little too keen. Ball to deck. New Zealand Maori ball.
Now again, you go back. Disappointed Lance. He knew it was there.
Look at the run by Isaac Luke.
And you're going to see a lot more of this. A lot more of it.
Well, the interesting thing we have with the Kiwis heading towards the World Cup is how they're going to use Isaac Luke and Nathan Fiend, if those are your two options in the number 9 shirt, or they both play, as we are seeing at the moment, on the field at the same time. It's an interesting sort of discussion point.
Well, it's going to be a big discussion point over the next 7 days, because there's certainly plenty of options available to Stephen Kearney. Whether or not you use Fiend as a start-up man to get in there, soften it up, get involved defensively, and then bring in the likes of Luke, as we're seeing here, with plenty of speed. But another man that's also saying farewell this afternoon, he's sideline. Logan Swan, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, very good, thank you, mate.
How you finding the game?
Yeah, it's you know, we're slowly getting there. We're starting to get our combinations and execution sorted a bit more. We're you know, a little bit rusty there in the first sort of 20 to 30 minutes, but it's coming along now.
Logan, I read in the papers this morning, is this it for you now? Are we calling it quits, or and going to become a real estate agent eventually?
Yeah, mate, that's in the that's on the card. Sorry, but who knows? Just wait and see. You know, hopefully there might be a little something after this, but if not, real estate's the go from it.
Logan, we're in a recession. No one's buying houses.
Yeah, I know. Hey, if I can make it in this this sort of day and age, then I'll do it right when it's good.
Well, Logan, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for giving me some time. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks very much.
Logan Swan, one of the good guys of the great game. 29 tests, 195 first-grade games, and just a genuine good bloke as the All Golds with ball in hand start to work themselves out of their own half now. They lead 34 points to 6. We're well past the hour mark as Christian Inu, try scorer, gets the All Golds just on halfway. Geez, you were harsh on him. Hey?
What did I say?
Oh, he wants to be a real estate agent. Don't tell him about the economic conditions. They never think like that. There's always a buyer. All Golds inside Maori territory on 5. Spin it wide, Kidwell. He's going to put the boot to ball, and it doesn't work out. And Jason Nightingale with a very tidy pickup.
And I bet you David Kidwell gets a tick at the end of his game as well. Not the play. Right now, the opportunity is to play yourself into some football, some conditioning.
Sean Kenny-Dowler certainly has played well for New Zealand Maori. Might be just giving them a few headaches. Waitangi Korpu, surprised by the arrival of his wife, Sarah, as Manu Vatuvai gets the intercept ball, and the big unit is away. Touchdown.
And a nice touch in the background as well. Nathan Feen, Waitangi Korpu. Just consoling one another. One's happy, the other one's, well, I know what he can do. And when you give him the ball, that's what Manu does. You put him 20 meters out. Scrappy play at the back end. He'll finish it.
Manu Vatuvai, their new clean Manu Vatuvai, shaving the locks off, and he's just, as you said, he looks meaner. The ball goes and bounces off New Zealand Maori players, and Manu picks up the scraps and scores. Here it is again.
And this again, this just reinforces the try before that we saw from Lanto High. Your plays, what you're going to execute, knowing what it is you're going to do. If there's even an element of uncertainty about it and it comes a little unstuck, the ability to recover is not quite there. And more importantly, the side that is in a position to be able to turn something into points. They go from defense to offense so quickly. Isaac Luke again with another opportunity.
7 tries to 1 so far. The All Golds lead New Zealand Maori. Isaac Luke with another conversion, kicking 3 from 4 so far as the sun starts to set on Yarrow Stadium. It really has been a picture-perfect day here in New Plymouth. That one's been skewed wide and right of the post, so the score doesn't change. 38-6, one of the young stars of the great game of ours this season, particularly for the Junior Warriors, their fullback, Kevin Locke. Kevin, were you surprised at your call-up, mate?
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think that I'd get a call up, but I'm pretty happy. I was bummed that I did my shoulder. I really want to carry on.
Is it bad, mate?
Yeah, it's really sore. I can't do any movement. I think I did something to my AC joint, and it just doesn't feel too well. I can't really move it properly.
Well, it looks as though you're getting an opportunity to get a bit of sun on there, Kevin.
Yeah, just work on my old tan on this bench.
Good on you, buddy.
Now, you're doing that one for the ladies, aren't you, eh?
I wish.
All right, Kevin, thanks for a great season for the Junior Warriors, mate. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Cheers, bro.
Kevin Locke, he really is a talent. I think we've talked before. There's Sarah, the wife of Waitangi Korpu, surprised him by coming down with their little bubba, and Wai said it was a really nice surprise. Kevin Locke is going to create problems for the Warriors in many ways, because they've got a great fullback in Wade McKinnon. They've got another growing fullback in Kevin Locke.
Well, and you throw Lanto High into the mix as well. Yeah, he's performed well. And as he's made quite clear, he'll fit wherever. Waitangi Korpu, his future still up in the air. Training with the Auckland rugby side, or has been.
Can't see that happening again, though, can you, Pete? Can't see Wai playing rugby. He's a leaguey.
He's a professional sports person.
Oh, thank you.
You like that line?
Yeah, it's boring, frankly. Lou Tamati, he takes the ball.
Show me the money.
Nightingale, little dummy, takes the line and looking to offload, unable to do so as the defence of the All Golds stiffens up. Tummel, chase, nice running. Bronson Harrison looks to hit and spin, dragged down, 30 out from the All Golds line, trailing 38-6. Still working, ball goes to deck off Willa Hauraki, who's had a good game so far. And maybe the strength of the All Golds is starting to take its toll on New Zealand Maori.
Oh, we've seen that for some minutes now. They've slowly built their game, and more pleasing as the sun sets upon the two coaches. Not quite sure. Chris Anderson at best, it's hard to get a smile, but I think he's had a wonderful time here in the Naki.
38-6, the All Golds lead New Zealand Maori. One man that knows what it's like to don the black jersey of the Kiwis and the fabulous green of the Canberra Raiders sideline. Quentin, welcome back. How you doing, Bell?
Oh, mate, great to be back in the homeland and with the black and whites, and mate, very passionate.
Quentin, it must be pleasing. You started with Ruben to be here as part of his last.
Yeah, no, it was great. You know, great to be involved with Ruben's last game, and you know, it was more than bloody welcome to be here and be involved with it.
You're looking forward to going back to Canberra and staying in the game at that level?
Yeah, I've been away for a little while, and I've come back, and I've definitely got the passion being in camp all week. I can't wait to get set foot back into Canberra.
Well, get your boots on, buddy. Get out there.
Now,
Quentin, just one final question. You are the better looking one, right?
Yeah, just keep that going, mate. I definitely am, yeah.
All right, thanks, mate.
Thanks very much. Bye.
Quentin Pongia, Raider great, Kiwi great, and a really good opportunity for you to
I'll tell you what,
hear their thoughts here sideline at Yarrow Stadium.
I'll tell you what as well, he's actually even a better dancer.
Probably. He doesn't have pointy toes like Brendan did, apparently, according to those judges. Sean Kenny-Dowell puts the shoulder in, gets them over halfway, New Zealand Māori. A long way back for them, but they will not give up. Tamo, he's been impressive.
The impressive part is how the Kiwi side have responded in the second half and really come out and built their game, being a little bit more patient for most, have controlled that ball. The security's been a lot better, and consequently the points have come their way.
Rangi Chase shaped to pass, does get it away, but it goes to ground. It's knocked on again, and the All Golds have the ball. Hang on, high shot, so a bonus for New Zealand Māori. Benji, Steve, and Ivan Tuamavavi on the bench.
And I think Stacey and Ruben are both going to come back into the game very shortly as well.
New Zealand Māori back on attack. James Tamo almost busting the line. They're looking for a quick play of the ball now. Ben Ellis sizes it up, puts the Benji step on. They've got numbers. That's Joseph Cahill still bumping, spinning and going. They're about 2 out, New Zealand Māori. Can they get across the line? Kahu. They're not going anywhere. Tackle 3 for New Zealand Māori. Hands go up, say come right. They go straight and left. Wela Hauraki. 2 out now, New Zealand Māori. Running out of tackles. Tackle 4. Ellis finds Chase. Looks to put it through on the toe. And Sam Perrott cleans it up and is still alive. Ball's gone off Perrott, so it's back with New Zealand Māori. Nightingale sizing up his options. Still going. Still going, Nightingale. And still going. Will he make it? Yes! What a run, what a try by Jason Nightingale. But Mr. Williamson will check it.
Well, if you ever want to throw question marks back at the selectors, looking for a strip, he's going to go right back to the play where Perrott was able to come off his line. Whether or not there was a strip involved in the way that the ball was dislodged. That's where they're going to go all the way back. But Jason Nightingale, throughout this game for 70 minutes, he's thrown a lot at them.
Oh, please.
Stop it. You can't do that.
Give it a try. Great run by Jason Nightingale, who's had a tough all day. Let's see if there was two in the tackling. There's one.
No, it's the next one coming through. Here's the play coming up there now. There you go.
There's 2 people in the hands on. That is deemed illegal.
Oh, so do you want to say please again to me?
Well, no, I just don't think you should bother about going all the way back there.
Okay, guys, forget those rules. No more rules, please.
I'm trying to get into the spirit of the game here.
I'm with you, I'm just teasing.
38-6. They're looking for the strip here on Sam Perrott. Dave Pokito, another chance. Tell me how many times they need to look at this if it's clearly in front of you.
It's a shame because that was a wonderful effort by Nightingale, and irrespective of what the result is, and you know what's going to come back. You're kidding. Well, Pucky, the video ref, he's obviously in the festive spirit as well. The sense of occasion. Ruben Wicky's not too impressed with it because they were doing well. The most pleasing part about the back half is I'd kept them to 6. But this is, I guess, a bit of discussion, but it's water under the bridge. Were there 2 involved there? The replay sort of suggested that Rangi Chase did get involved. Stanley, so he got involved, knocked it down. But what a wonderful effort there by Jason Nightingale. Good stuff.
So try given. This is the run. Almost basketball motion by Jason Nightingale. Bumps off Kidwell and the like and gets across. Can score a try, Jason Nightingale.
I like how he sized up the options.
13 tries this season. Conversion missed. It's 38 points to 10. Nathan Feen. Welcome back, mate.
Yeah, thanks, boys. It's been a good hit out today. You know, just to honour, you know, the great players that we have here in New Zealand, and Ruben Wiki and Stacey Jones, and also Logan Swan. So for me, mate, it was just fantastic to be a part of.
Mate, it was interesting, your comments in the paper, Nathan. You recognise those that have gone before you.
Well, that's right, mate. That's what, you know, the black jersey's all about. And, you know, you're not just representing yourself and, you know, your teammates, but also everybody that's pulled on this jumper beforehand. But, look, you know, this has been a great game, played in a great spirit today. And, you know, we're preparing for the World Cup. So it's been a great hit out for us.
Nice to be back, Nate.
Oh, yeah, fantastic to be back. You know, just enjoyed every minute being out there. And, you know, hopefully I can play my part over the next 6 or 7 weeks.
Well, we certainly look forward to seeing you out on those parks, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Nathan Feen, back in black, you might say, since the 2006 Granny Gate affair, and James Tamo certainly got a bash, and there was a little blood that came out of the back of that one on his carry on the back of the Jason Nightingale try. They looked for the strip. It was a great run, Pete. Really was a great run.
This is what I was talking about when you look, size up your options. He comes here, he sees Manu Vatave there, bugger off, I'm not going there, I'm taking on Kidwell, straightens it up and away he goes. Why are you laughing at me?
Not laughing at all, Peter. Inside the last 10, 38 points to 10. The All Golds lead New Zealand and Maori. As the New Zealand Maori just look to offload. They've been offloading like troopers all afternoon, as we are in the early evening. Balls hit the deck. What if a strip's called? You bet.
Got to wait for the advantage first. Strip.
Here, Leon Williamson, resplendent in red as Stacey Jones is back out on the park for the, you probably say, the last 6 or so minutes. Don't be surprised. Yep, Ruben's there as well. So more ball for New Zealand Maori, looking to add some extra points. They certainly haven't disgraced themselves today. It's been a fine effort, but just out-muscled us. Although they've got plenty of muscle, the likes of young Willa Hauraki there, the former Danny Verk Tiger, coming home. Ellis, Chase. Outside to Bronson Harris, a little run around. Chase involved again, almost gets caught up with his own players. And thrown to the deck by Sedamata Sa. And still going, little offload, it's come back off. Proctor and the All Golds with the ball. Jones looking to go. Jones is still going, stopped. 15 out. Kalis barges his way into the line. Working their way towards halfway, the All Golds in control. Fa'alongo now. Put on his back. Luke into Yosia Soliola, big unit this rooster. Luke finds Ruben. Ruben's still going. He's not done with. The legend about to call time on playing the game in this country. Charge down. Cahill had the ball. New Zealand Maori back inside the All Golds half now. Little dart down the blind side by Ben Ellis. Chase Stanley with the ball. Will he get the offload? Yes, he does. Sean Kenny Dowell, the boy from Ngarawahia. 23 out from the All Golds line. Here come the New Zealand Maori again. Kahu finds Wairangi Korpu. He finds Tamari. The ball's gone off and behind Jordan Rapana, so the move breaks down for New Zealand Maori. If you're only just joining us, there was a suggestion that maybe we haven't seen the last of that man on screen playing football. Maybe not in this country. He said to Peter that, well, this will be my last game on New Zealand soil, hinting to maybe that the rumours of a Super League contract are still hovering about. There's a slight concern maybe for the coach, Stephen Kearney, a shoulder problem. Could it be for David Kidwell, the strong second row, back row for the South Sydney Rabbitohs? So we'll get Peter to ask that question when he talks to Ruben after this match, if we're able to get him, because I'm sure there'll be some wonderful scenes as he says goodbye here at Yarrow Stadium in Taranaki. A beautiful venue and fitting venue as well. He played his first ever game for the Warriors, a trial game here back in 2005 for his homecoming as a always wanted to play for the Warriors, and then he finally did. Tuamavavi. Good carry. 40 metres out from the New Zealand Maori line. Luke shaping, looks up, finds the gap, still going. Had Stacey Jones there. Stacey Jones was waiting. I think Stacey probably thought he could have had a crack. Luke acting half as Lance Hall higher. Jones, there's a trademark for Ruben. You just wanted to see that go. The ball's gone down. Thought for a moment maybe Mr. Williamson could have thought that maybe there was a chance. 3 minutes left in this one. Stacey Jones, 46 tests. Jones to Wiki. We've seen that before over the years as the All Golds muscle up on D and push back. Lee Tamari, the Bulldog. Looks good. The ball, though, come off an All Gold. Ruben plays almost like an offensive lineman there, just taking a defender up. Jones. Ball almost intercepted by his former teammate, Wairangi Korpu. David Kidwell sideline. Dave, how's the shoulder?
Yeah, it's all right, mate. I think it's a bit of old age, mate, I think. But just getting all the rust and the cobwebs out. You know, we've got a big game against Tonga, and then, you know, we're going to Australia. So, you know, all the boys said at half-time, you know, we're a bit rusty, and I think they come back in the second half, that footy that we want to play. Must be nice to farewell the likes of Logan and Wairangi, and particularly Ruben today here in Taranaki. Yeah, no, you know, obviously Rubes is a legend of our game, and he's probably touched, you know, everyone in New Zealand Rugby League, and it's you know, it's a good way to play with them, and obviously Stacey and Logan, you know, they're legends of the game, and I think I'm just a bit younger than them, I think.
All right, Dave, thanks for your time. Good luck in the World Cup.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
New Zealand Maori spin it wide. They had a chance down the touchline through Sean Kenny-Dowell, and Tumani winds up. There are numbers there. He's handed it off to Isaac Luke. The one-on-one strip was being looked for by Jordan Rapana, unable to do it. And the All Golds safe face. Sam Parrott, he's been good. Still 7 tries to 2 now. Logan Swan. Peter now on the sideline. Pete, what's it like down there?
Mate, Stephen, perhaps if there was an overriding sentiment coming down through the terraces was the crowd wanting the ball to find either Stacey or Ruben Wiki. Everybody wanting, and I guess it's like every fairy tale dream, looking for an ending, perhaps not unlike what we saw with Steve Menzies in the grand final, being able to score a try in your last game of rugby league. So many wanting that for Ruben or Stacey.
Chris Danino was looking to tow that one through, and maybe for Thomas Lulawai. Look at that. 55 tests, 46 tests, and they're still running around. The little one not as hard as the older one, you might say, but how about this? Ruben Wiki, 312 first grade games, and certainly has been a huge piece of glue for the New Zealand Warriors and also the Kiwis over the years. Has Stacey got one final thing to show us the magic of the little general past? Probably not, because they don't have the ball. Wairangi Korpu throws one wide to Sean Kenny-Dowell. Kenny-Dowell has Ruben and David Fa'alogo all over him as the clock ticks down. It's almost time to say farewell finally to Ruben Wiki on New Zealand soil. His last game here. Wairangi Korpu, his former teammate, holds the ball up. That might be a fitting moment if the hooter goes. As it does, chase. New Zealand Maori will kick and chase, will they? Finds Nightingale. He looks one out the back. Rapana passes it back to Maori. He kicks. Chase Stanley's got the ball in his sights. And Stanley. Has Stanley scored? Will Mr. Williamson worry about the possible offside? Yes, he will. Come on, Mr. Williamson, give the try. Benji Marshall goes and pats Kevin Locke and his teammates on the sideline. It certainly has been a wonderful afternoon. It's not yet over. got Dave Paquito one last time. Well, Jason Nightingale, you are a little bit offside, we might say. Come on, Dave, just give the try. It certainly has been a lovely afternoon here at Yarrow Stadium in New Plymouth. Penalty, he was offside, but I don't think they want to play anymore. He wants to take the back out. What is it about referees sometimes you have to ask? Hooter's gone, wants to play the penalty. Well, there you go. Okay, one last moment. Well, actually, look, Logan Swan's got the ball, wants to rush off, but Ruben's asking for it. There it is. And away goes Ruben Wiki. One last go. Nightingale. Ruben's going. He's going all the way. Nightingale looks to tap him. He hasn't got him. And one final leg for Ruben Wiki. And that'll do you, folks. Ruben Wiki finishes with a try. And the perfect way to say thank you to the big man. What a way to do it. Try in your last game on New Zealand soil. Pete was trying to keep up with him. You didn't though, did you, Pete?
15 years ago, you would have been there with him.
Oh, so now Pete's actually arguing with the referee about all that, Mr. Williamson. It is all done here, folks. I don't think they're going to bother with the conversion. Yes, they are. Isaac Luke is here. 42 points to 10 at the moment. Yes, Mr. Williamson wants the kick taken. The ball boy's there with the tee. Isaac Luke's going to do it.
Just put it on the ground and kick it forward.
I think Peter's down there at the moment. He's going to try and just get in amongst it. He's not, oh, Logan Swan's going to have a kick. Logan's laying it up. So, Logan Swan. His last act, checks the weather, and the clap goes up. Listen to it. Strikes it sweetly, Logan Swan. Dead-eye Dick it is. How about that? What a way to call time on your career as well. 44 points to 10 should be the final score. Let's see if Pete can get in there with Rubes. Pete?
Because the Maori's playing some good footy.
Well, they brought the game to you in the first 40. You expected that. They probably stayed in it longer than many thought they would.
No, yeah, for sure. And they've got some good talent. So the future of the rugby league's in good hands, mate.
Well, the future, when you look at the speed of Ruben Wiki going down the sideline for that last try. Mate, I was trying to keep up with you.
Oh, that's not the case. But just a few shout-outs, you know, the wife and the family come down on a bus, travel 6 hours. So hello to them, they're all in the stand. And Bacho and Butch back in England, Maluso and Joe, all the fans, thank you very much for supporting me throughout my 16 years.
Mate, I know you've had a wonderful career, but you hinted that it's not over. Maybe farewell here in New Zealand, but it's not over in terms of rugby league.
That's a good one today, that's all I can say.
Have you got more in you though, Rubes?
More carvers, that's about it.
Well, you go and enjoy the carver, but okay, bud.
So, okay, Ruben Wiki not giving anything away. But that's how it works. David Fa'alongo, the butcher, he's the honorary manager for the All Golds this year. There's Wairangi Korpu, former teammates, and he's with Pete right now. Pete?
Wairangi, mate, it was a good effort.
Yeah, mate, these boys are pretty fired up for the game. You know, they're a young side. They're really looking to try to make a mark. You know, maybe sell themselves a first grade spot for next year. Most of them are playing in the Toyota Cup, so they're looking for their NRL coaches to have a look at them and maybe step up.
Mate, in the first half of 40, you certainly took the game to them, and I would imagine halftime plenty of confidence in the squad.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you know, we wanted to build on sort of just on some pressure, and unfortunately we sort of dropped a little bit too much pill in that third quarter, and that sort of cost us the game. That's where the All Golds ran away with it. But
what about you having to tackle Manu?
No, I was screaming at the kicker, put it down, put it down. Then as soon as he kicked it, I thought to myself, geez, I have to tackle Manu now. So.
I've got Logan Swan. Logan, did you see Paul Wairangi have to tackle Manu Vatave out there?
Yeah, mate, it's not the easiest of tasks, that one, but did a good job, eh?
Oh, I heard him. He got up and he was going, oh, that was sore. Yeah.
Well, you're a strong man, Logan. You finished it with a nice 2 point. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, mate, the record's still intact. It's 100%.
maybe it's a skill that maybe many missed out over your career. They should have used you more often as a goal kicker. Wonderful.
Yeah, it was a great way to finish. You know, finishing off in the black jersey. It's it's fantastic. It's been a great career. I've been blessed to have played as long as I have. So I'm thankful for that.
Well, if you were selling cars, I'm not sure if I would buy one off you, but I'll definitely buy a house off you, buddy.
Yeah, shot. I'll see you soon for that then.
Okay, bro.
Thanks, guys.
Logan Swan, Wade Kupu, Ruben Wiki, all call time on their careers. It's all go towards the World Cup next week, 2:30 live on Sky Sport 1, New Zealand versus Tonga from Mount Smart Stadium. Then Stephen Kearney will be our guest on prime time this coming weekend. It is all go for the World Cup, but today Ruben Wiki finishes his career on New Zealand's soil in style. 44-10 the final. Ruben is all over, or is he? We'll find out. Watch this space, folks.